The first thing I did after my rebirth was to spend a fortune buying an abandoned villa deep in the mountains. I then hired the most elite construction team to transform it into a fully fortified survival shelter. I demanded the roof be built with the strongest golden Nanmu wood. The windows had to be sealed with whole slabs of crystal, and the entire project had to be completed within 2 days. While the shelter was being upgraded, I rushed to the biggest grain warehouse in the city. I poured in every cent I had and bought out their entire stock, because I knew a great disaster would strike in just 2 days. By then, I had to take my entire family into the shelter and rely on this stockpile to survive. I knew this because I came from the modern world. In my past life, I died of overwork. By chance, I transmigrated into the body of a girl in this world. From her memories, I saw the past. A catastrophic plague of disasters had hit this land. Our family had tried to open our grain stores out of goodwill, but we were betrayed by the landlord, my sister-in-law, and even my uncle's family. In the end, I was killed by their hands. As I recalled this, a system suddenly appeared before me. It told me I had entered a disaster survival system. If I could successfully lead my family through all the upcoming catastrophes, I would be rewarded. The system warned me this was just the beginning. The first disaster would hit in 2 days. It also gave me a starting fund of $200. I rushed to the kitchen to inspect our food supply. My brother followed me, asking questions. My grandmother and father also came to see what was going on. I had no choice but to tell them a disaster was coming in 2 days, but they all thought I was talking nonsense. After all, the town had known peace and prosperity for generations. Who would believe a disaster was coming? Since they didn't believe me, I acted alone. After taking care of the shelter, I went to the town's largest grain store. The owner was none other than the uncle, who had betrayed my mother in the past life. The moment I stepped inside, his family began cursing me and called me a jinx who had cursed my mother to death. I swallowed my anger and said I wanted to buy every grain they had. They didn't believe me. They even made a bet if I couldn't pay, I'd have to kneel and bow before them. So I slapped down 120 on the counter. Their eyes lit up with greed. They quickly ordered their workers to load the grain, but then they shamelessly denied the bet. I simply sneered. They would pay for everything. This scene was witnessed by the landlord and my sister-in-law from my past life. She immediately guessed that our family was hiding wealth and urged the landlord to come rob us. The landlord came to confront me. I recognized him at once. He was the one who killed me in my past life. Without hesitation, I showed him my grandmother's house and land deeds. I told him they'd be worthless once the disaster hit, but just as I was about to exchange the deeds for more grain, my father stormed in and slapped me across the face. Everyone thought I'd gone mad. I swore on my life that the disaster was coming. Still, no one believed me. Grandmother, furious and disappointed, locked me in my room. But to my surprise, my brother secretly took the deeds and exchanged them for more food. While the family was still relieved they had saved the house, the landlord came crashing in and announced that the house now belonged to him. My grandmother nearly fainted from rage. I tried to calm her, urging her to come to the shelter, but she slapped me again, calling me crazy. She even wanted to go beg the landlord to return the house. But the moment we stepped outside, a black swarm of locusts covered the sky and rained down like a nightmare. They devoured everything in seconds. The people outside screamed in despair. Almost none survived. But our family, sheltered in the safe house, was spared. Only then did they finally believe me. The landlord and sister-in-law could only regret, in vain. But just as the locusts left, the system issued a new warning. The second disaster, an extreme cold wave, would hit in 1 day.